Okay, final table. We already have one person out. I'm Ramjet 64. I'm the chip leader. 441,002 or 628. 441 628. My real competition so far has been Asai, Apples, and Greneau. Definitely considering all these players strong. They've got here because they play well. That's simple. Over 1,000 players in this tournament. Prizes are upwards of 100,000 here. We're about a minute to go after break here. A little less than a minute. Starting up any second. 149,000 for first. Everybody will finish with at least 15,000 now. 15,891. $1,000 entrance fee. And here we go. King 7. On the button, King 7. When you have a big lead like this, typically don't play anything but the best hands. Unless you're in the blind and you want to defend the blind, of course. We'll not play this one. Queen Deuce, out of position. Pretty much a no-brainer. We'll fold it. Ace-Jack suited, out of position, but it's Ace-Jack suited. You come in with the raise. Kind of missed the flop here. Caught the ace, got the good kicker. Show my hand even when you get it. Sometimes it's good to show it. I'm a shower. Don't show everything. Just show ones here and there, especially when I got it. I don't typically like to show the bluff. I don't want them to know what I was doing when I was bluffing. But if I've got it, I'll a lot of times show it. I want them to think I always have it. We know nobody always has it. In this game, you always bluff at one point or the other. Asai is in deep here and over his head. He's going to go down pretty hard, I thought. He came through in the end. Got the sixes. Here we got Ace-Jack again. We did well last time. Again, I don't like to fold these, but I'm not going to go too crazy right now with the big lead. Just going to call limp in if I can here. And that way if I miss like I just did, I get out pretty unscathed. I got good cards, but I don't need to sit here and get into it with anyone. Someone's going to bet here in a minute. If somebody had a king, they probably would have bet. I'm guessing he's probably got a 6 here. Or he's going on a diamond flush. Either way, even though I got good cards, I'm going to give it to him. Good cards, but I didn't match up with the board, so really were they that good of cards? Even if it's, you can't marry the cards. Some people get married to their hand, never get married to your hand. Drop that hand the first time, it doesn't look good. Not a place I like to be in right here. I'm really just playing the blinds because I have to here. I actually picked up an inside straight draw, but inside straight draw, nah, thanks. Keep it. Someone's got a 6 here. Yep, there's your 6. And another player out. That's 3 players out. We're down to 6 players now. Probably not going to call here, but I might. We'll see. Too many players, really. That could be good, that could be bad. I'll play if we get any kind of a raise, we go home. Now, that's middle pair. Now we'll find the middle pair. Could go, but I'm out of position. I'm going to go ahead and check it. See if anybody's got anything. If they've got anything, they could be sitting on it. Here's the spade flush coming. Now I'm just going to check. It's too late to play now. Third pair is no good here, almost undoubtedly. Too many players. We had 3 players going into it, besides myself, and that's 4 players total, so we don't want to take too much chance there. If that was heads up, I might have called. Again, playable hand, but I have too much money. I'm the chip leader right now. I don't need to get into it. Said that in my last tournament I won. I said, when I got a lot of money, I don't need to get into it with anybody. And that's how I won that last tournament. That's going to be pretty much an auto fold, even if it's 6-handed. 6 players going, so we know that we have at least 34,000. Grand total 1,009 players. That's a lot of players. Again, it's 6 ways. This is an auto fold. Heads up, I'm calling. 3-way, that's a borderline call. 4 more, I fold the king high typically, but not always. 6-way though, that's a tough hand to play. Again, credit cards means pretty much an auto fold there. I'll try to leave my hand up there so you can see what I got. Obviously nothing now. Glad I didn't play. Pair of 4s was actually maybe good there. But that's what happens sometimes. Big blind, 25,000 in. I have playable cards, but not raising cards. Now I got a fair hand with the 6s pairing up. Actually inviting him in here. Didn't want to see a big card like that. Yeah, didn't like that. Yeah, I didn't think he had it. Odds were against him having it, so I called. Again, you bluff in this game. I don't fault him for bluffing, but I'd seen him bluffing a lot earlier. We're at $500,000, continue to dominate the table, but I'm not sure I want to get into it here. He's going to steal my blind, but I've already defended my blind. Let somebody else do the dirty work. Here we have an auto all in. Blinds are now 15,000 and 30,000, and the ante is 3,000. So those are massive. The blinds will eat people up at this point, and since I'm dominating on top with the chips, I'll let the blinds do some work for me at this point. When it gets to the very end and the blinds are just ridiculously massive, like they are now, 15 and 30,000, just let the blinds work for you, and we knock another player out. Mopachin 174 is one of these type players who's getting low on chips. The real true final players right now look to be Asai, Pantanero, and Ramjet, myself. Gruneau is in the running though. He's not out yet. Mopachin is going to be in a tussle, it looks like here. We had no way to play it. He's going to check it, and he's going to find himself auto bet. I hope it was trapping. His trap's not any good. His trap's no good here. So we're down to 4-way. We'll play more aggressive hands now. King 8 is a much better hand, 4-way, but still not a dominating hand by any means. Pair of the kings, 3-way action right now. Inviting them in at this point. Maybe I shouldn't be inviting them in, but I am. Now I made a boom. I just wanted to get a little more money in there. That's the whole key here, isn't it? Now look, why do I want to put more money in with crap? And I got two players to go in against with crap cards, so I defended my blind. Let that one go. But look at this, I got to defend one of those two hands. And once you defended the big blind, you just let the little blind go sometimes. We're seeing blinds a lot. We're down to three-way action now. The blinds are massive. Now I'm going to just flat hammer with the sixes and three-way action. A pair is really strong. He's called me. With big overcards here, I'm in a bit of trouble. And I'll check it to him. Not too big of that. Make him call. Call, I'm going to make him have it. He got it on the river, had him all the way. No problem. He got lucky there. Again, top pair here. Kicker, crack kicker. Bet almost a pot. Top pair. He's calling me down all the way. Out kicks me. Figures. That happens. I'm going to be forced into it. Three-way, you know, at third place, I'm looking at like $81,000, so no problem. Don't like that flop. I'll go all in at a different point in time. Not that hand. Maybe they'll tussle it out and I can finish second here. I have a feeling nobody's going to call anything big here. Need running diamonds here. Running diamonds, please. No running diamonds. Roger's probably out of this tournament here. Most assuredly I am. The third place is good. It's a good finish in any tournament of 1,000 players. Got caught up on a weak queen. That happens. And I had to play. I was in the blind. Three-way action. I'd have to call that every time. No regrets. I knew it was a danger when I bet it up. Fair enough. And I wish me luck, but the phone won't let me. Because they always turn the chat off. And that's just being sporting. And they're going to split some pots here. This is a good finish on this tournament. I said Pantanera was my main concern. Him and Aside got knocked out. Grinnell was in the running, but Pantanera caught a great card right when I caught a great card, and that's not a good situation for anybody. He didn't fold on 2 bets. I probably should have gone up on the third, but I did have the top pair, had to play it. That's another thing about poker. You got to turn your analytical eye inward on yourself as much as other players. I just lost this tournament in third place. Made what I think is still maybe a little questionable play. I'm not beating myself up for it, but I probably shouldn't have played the queens so aggressively. It's hard to say. Like I said, we're playing heads up, three-way. You get into three-way play, it's so hyper-aggressive. And there's the tournament. Pantanera was pretty much unbeatable there. Montanero wins. Greeno finishes second. Ramjet 64 finished third. Masai, who I thought was the main competition from Lithuania there, finished fourth. Mapachin 174 from Mexico, fifth. Stefan from Bulgaria with sixth place. What's Shaken from Canada, seventh. Apres quadruple seven from Colombia, eighth. And Clover Hop from Canada finished ninth. Those were the key players in the final table. Honorable mention coming into that would have been Zell 101, Zlate, King Mike, and Dairy Dad. Dairy Dad was the one I knocked him out in a critical round of play. He had a tendency to want to go for inside straights, and that's not usually a good thing. He beat me 2 hands in a row doing that, catching the cards. So he tried it again with me, and I had 2 pair towards the end, and well, that didn't work out for him. It did get him into a nice $5,000 win in 14th place though. So, but inside straights, even runner are a bad idea. Even open-ended straights, runner are pretty rough. Flushes, on the other hand, runner. That might be a gamble you take sometimes. But even that's not a 50-50 proposition. Everybody thinks that's 50-50. They better check their book. It's not. It's probably more like about 40, 42, 44, depending how many are out. How many of that flush variety are out. It's just not going to be 50-50. You're holding 2 of the cards already, so it's not 50-50. So that'll conclude this tournament. Thank you very much for watching.